For the alleged child abusers at the heart of Westminster, the net is tightening. As the police investigate 5 paedophile rings across the country, there's new concern about events in Lambeth. One MP says evidence that 2 whistleblowers who died in the London borough may have been murdered.
They died in suspicious circumstances, and that's what should be investigated. And yes, in both cases, what links them is the information was that they had information and indeed evidence of child abuse. And therefore it becomes all the more important that those cases are fully reopened.
One was this man, former Lambeth Council official Bullock Forsyth. He died in 1993, beaten to death at his home, just days after it's claimed he was threatening to report the abuse of children by one senior politician. The alleged murders of 2 whistleblowers only adds to the horror, not just of the abuse it's claimed was carried out by powerful Westminster figures, but also the cover-up that surrounded it. That's something that the Home Office inquiry was meant to look into. But its progress has stalled after 2 successive chairs were forced to resign, and its future is uncertain. The Home Secretary has said she's determined that appalling cases of child abuse should be exposed. But many victims lack confidence in the process so far.
It is enormous for them. For many of my clients, really, they have been waiting, really a lifetime for this to come out, for them to be believed, and to really, get to the bottom of something which, is something that has very long-lasting and devastating effects on the personality.
And there's concern that the law is still protecting abusers instead of survivors of abuse.
There are people with more information, I'm quite certain of it. And as well, there's former police officers, especially special branch officers, some of whom have contacted me, who do have significant information. And if the Official Secrets Act restrictions are lifted on them, will be willing and far more willing to come forward and divulge that information. I think some of that would be hugely significant.
There are hopes that developments will now intensify, with MPs alleged to have been involved in paedophile rings facing arrest. After decades of waiting, no one knows how much longer that will take. Afua Hirsch, Sky News.